bumps the table, right? What's up, y'all? So I am making coasters. I have an order to fulfill, and I am just gonna jump right in. So I started to make it, and I am not too satisfied with the results, and I don't feel like going through all the trouble. Like, I think I have a previous video that I posted where there was like a gnat or something that got into my art that I was making. And so this time there's like, I don't know, something. I think it's a gnat. Something got in here, and I don't feel like going through the trouble of sanding it out and all the things. Like, I don't feel like it. So I was just gonna start over and pray for the best, right? Start over, pray for the best. Hope that we don't have any more gnats or issues like that, right? So that is the master plan for right now. And I'm gonna do a bit of an experiment because anybody who works with resin knows that there is like working time. Oh, my watch. I did not grab my watch. Hey, honey. Can you grab my watch for me so I can set my timer? Because I totally forgot to grab my watch. And I'm gonna need that. So definitely need my watch so that I can keep track of time, because that is a big part of working with resin, is keeping track of the time. It's very important. Um, so yes, I am going to be working with resin. I have, thank you, need to be able to keep track of time. So this is important. Because resin, there's working time. I like to use my watch as my timekeeper so that I can keep track of time. So only because I can't quite adjust the camera, I'm going to hold up what I have going right now. So this is what I'm going to be working with. So this mold right here is the one that is for my order. And then these are just for fun. Like, I don't know, I haven't made coasters in a while. So I just feel like making some things, and we're gonna play around and see what happens. But this is the one that is for the order. And it's supposed to come out, looking like this, but this one got a gnat or something in it, and I don't feel like going through the work of sanding it down and all that stuff. That's what a watch is for. Yes, I use my watch to keep track of time with my timer because that is important. Working with resin, you only have like 30 minutes of working time once everything gets mixed. So you kind of got to move fast and know what you are working with. So I have my gloves here. When I first started working with resin, I was watching a bunch of videos, a bunch of tutorials, and people were not wearing PPE. So I had no idea that I was supposed to have PPE on, because the videos that I was watching, the tutorials I was watching, nobody was wearing the proper protective materials. And so, yeah, I have a fan going right now and have windows open so that there is air moving through the place, right? And so I have my mask as well. So I'm going to put this on momentarily. I'm not going to put it on yet, but it will be going on, so you probably won't be able to. I think you'll be able to hear me, but it might sound muffled. But I mean, we're gonna try it out. We're gonna see how this goes. And I have a few different cups here. I know for sure I need clear because I need clear with the gold. So I'm gonna use some of this gold leaf here. So I'm gonna need to have clear for that. And I like to mix a little glitter in there as well. So I'll be putting a little bit of glitter with this gold leaf. And so this cup is for that. And then I have this really, really, really pretty teal color. And that is going to be the basis for one of them. So boom, I have a cup for the teal color. And then let's see, what else do I want to do? I have so many colors to choose from. So we're gonna see what color do we want to make today. Let's experiment. I know for sure what's already open. I think my purple is open already, so let's go with that. Let's try out this violet. Yeah, I still am adjusting to my new apartment, so my workspace is not quite set up like I would like it to be. And I think I'm going to be transitioning into a different room anyway, so we'll see how that goes. So that's that. And yeah, we're just going to see. I'm going to see how this goes. I've got my mixing sticks because we need mixing sticks to be able to mix the resin and these things together. So going to go and get my timer ready because that is important. And how y'all doing today? How are y'all this good Sunday? What have y'all been up to? Oh, I am in an apartment and I'm on carpet, so we're gonna protect the floor. These are important things that must happen. Gotta protect the floor because, baby, epoxy on carpet. Who's cleaning that? No, not I. So we're gonna lay this down on the floor like so, and just make sure it's under the table, and bam. All right. So there's going to be the rapture from the trumpet sounds. After the trumpet sounds, God will lift his people. Yeah, Jesus is coming soon. I do not disagree with you on that, Mr. Allen. So, gloves. You gotta put on the gloves. You as well. All right. Here we go. So, I'm just gonna stick this right here for now. This is hilarious. It's like, oh, what? Okay, I'm not gonna do this right now. That's just too much. But let's get the resin out. So what I'm going to do is use these handy cups because, as you can see, they're already marked, which makes measuring super easy because they're already marked. makes my life easy. And I'm working with a two-part epoxy, so it's 50-50, half and half. So I'm going to take part A and fill it up to the halfway point, and then take part B and fill it up. So I have 8 ounces that I'm working with, right? Super simple stuff. But now that I'm actually going to open up the epoxy, okay, now I'm going to put this on because I want to breathe it in. And like I said before, when I was first watching these tutorials and things, nobody had this. Nobody had this on. It wasn't until I was on Instagram Live and I was making coasters on live, and my friend sent me a message and she's like, "Girl, where is your mask?" That's when I realized that I was supposed to have a mask on. So here we go. Um, what a way to find out, right? As you're inhaling the fumes. But yeah, so here's my mask. Mask is on. Nice and secure. Now we're going to take part A. All right. So we've got part A in the cup. And now I'm going to get part B. So that was part A. Part A is in the cup. Now we have part B. You can see we're half full with part A. I don't know if you guys can understand me. If you can, drop a comment or something and let me know how well my voice is coming through the mask. Because I've never gone live with my mask on, I don't think. Let me know if you can hear me. All right. And that is part B. So now we have part A and part B. A and B in the cup. So you can kind of see the difference between the two. So A is down here, B is up here, and now we're gonna mix it together. And this is where the timer comes into play, because we need to mix it for at least 5 minutes of mixing. Starting now. So you can see as the two parts kind of mix together, it gets cloudy. So you see how it was clear before, now it's kind of cloudy and stringy. And what we want is it to be clear again. When it's clear again, that's when it's ready. And that usually takes about 5 minutes. So, can y'all understand me with this mask on? Like, let me know. That way, I will know if I will do this type of live again, or if I will do something else online. Let me know if you can understand what I'm saying. Because at this point, I have no idea if y'all even understanding the words that are coming out of my mouth. I've got 2 minutes left on my timer. And with about 2 minutes left on the timer, you can see it's starting to clear up. It's not as cloudy as it was when I first started mixing it. Not as cloudy at all. So let me know if you guys can understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. Not too bad. It's pretty clear. And the consistency is good. It's a good consistency. Not too many bubbles. So there are some bubbles. I can't find my silicone sticks, and I'm probably gonna have to order some more. Because I realize that mixing with the wooden sticks actually does leave room for bubbles to form. And what we want is a bubble-free mix, or at least minimal bubbles, as minimal bubbles as we possibly can get. That's what we want. And I think we're doing all right now. I think we're doing all right. So I'm also making sure that I scrape the bottom and scrape the sides so that it's all evenly mixed, because that is important. And the timer's going off, so we're gonna stop that, and then we're gonna hit the 30-minute timer because that's how much time I have before this will turn solid in the cup. When I first started working with resin, that happened to me. It turned solid in the cup. So you can see it, it's all mixed up. Now it's time to separate into the colors that we need. So we're going to start with what is extremely necessary. And we're going to get pour this in here, like so, and then so that is going to be my blue, and then I'll let this be purple. We're going to do something with some purple. I don't know what, but we're going to do something with some purple. Okay. And then and I actually can just use this cup for the clear as opposed to making a whole new cup. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm taking my gold. And I'm going to sprinkle a little gold in here, like so. So you got this. I'm just gonna dab a little gold, just a smidge of gold, because why not? And then we're gonna take these. And I'm gonna grab, whoa, all right. So this is kind of how the gold leaf is. And I'm just gonna break this up and stick it inside the one with the gold in it. So we're gonna take this and just kind of drop it in there. And then let it do its thing. Right now it's not cooperating and it's sticking to my hand and my fingers instead of going inside the resin like I want it to. And of course it would do all of that while I'm on camera, because why would it act right when I'm on camera? Why would it do that? Alright. So I'm just kind of dropping it in here and mixing it in like so. And then here, I'll scrape it off the sides. And you can see it's just kind of like, oh, it's gold. So now we've got the gold going. Now, for what the customer wants, this blue. Let me show you how pretty this blue is. It is gorgeous. You see that? See that? This blue is gorgeous. So now we're going to take it. I'm going to take a nice little chunk in here. And we're going to drop it in there. It's powder, so it has the ability to get everywhere, and we don't want that. So you can see I just kind of put it on top, and now I'm going to mix it in. And this is so pretty when it all comes together. Yes, it's totally just like transformed in the cup. You see that? You see how pretty this blue is? Like, it's beautiful. Such a pretty color. Such a pretty color. And then, what did I say? We're gonna use this purple, because why not? Obviously, if you can't tell, purple is my favorite color, so I make things that are purple sometimes. So, I'm gonna pour some purple powder into this epoxy, because why not? That's I think that's enough there. Alright. Alright. So we've got a purple. So now I've got this blue. This blue is gorgeous. And let's see what this purple looks like. And I've got this purple. And what's the purple? Ooh, this purple is pretty. That's nice and dark. And it's really vibrant. I am a fan. Can you see that? It's really a pretty purple. So really pretty purple. We're gonna see how this shows up on camera. So now we've got this blue, and I don't see any more like chunks of powder. I'm trying to make sure I get all the chunks of powder out so that it's a really nice blend. Oh, this is so pretty. This is super pretty. You can kind of see how the color shows up on the stick. Yes. And then with the purple, I probably should have used a different color stick, but I mean, you can see what the purple looks like. It's really pretty. And here we are with the gold. So now I'm gonna get to pouring it in the cup. And then once I have everything on the tray, I'm gonna take the foam off so you guys can actually see what I did. So let's get to pouring, shall we? All right. Come here. And here. And then go here. Yes. Shoot. And that's more. this, like so. That is the crazy part about epoxy, as it just kind of does what it wants to do. You know? And you kind of just hope it acts right when working with it. You hope for the best. You hope that it acts right. And right now, all right, it's kind of doing its thing. Okay. So you should be good. Just a little bit more clear to get a little separation in the hair, like so. And now all right. Now, I'll take this like so, and before it spreads all the way, take this purple on both sides, like so, because why not? I think that's gonna be pretty when it dries. Hmm. And then, why not? And take the rest of this right off here, like so. I just want to swirl it over. Yep. This was super experimental. We're just gonna see how this goes, right? 'Cause why not? All right. So that is the last of that there. Let that be in there like so. And I've got this bad boy. Okay. This is actually pretty cool. This is kind of like little abstract swirls. And I think I like that, so I'm not gonna mess with that anymore. I think that's good. So here's what we have done. Let me open this up for y'all to be able to see what we are working with here. And oh my gosh. This seems like there we go. Seems. Alright, I'm gonna stick this over here. There we go. Alright. And here, and take my gloves off now. Well, let me kind of clean this up a bit and then take it off. Make sure. So stop my other camera, and I'm going to take my gloves off so I don't get stuff everywhere. And then I'm going to show y'all what I did. And let me take this off of here so you can see. And then let's turn the camera around. So these are the things that I made. And right here, this is kind of like these little abstract swirlies. And I want to see how that dries. I think it's going to be interesting when it dries. And so we're going to stick those in the dryer. And it says it's level. I checked with the leveler to make sure that things end up drying the way that they need to dry. So this says the table is level, so we're gonna roll with it, and fingers crossed everything goes the way that it's supposed to go. So yeah, that is what we have right here right now. So I'm getting ready to stick them in the dryer and call it a day. So thanks for joining me, and we are gonna go ahead and go for now. Thanks for coming to this little coaster making session, and We'll do another one sometime soon. Bye. How do I end this? Oh. Bye, guys.